This is a good session, guys. We're going to be at this for about 30 minutes. So it's all upper body. Can they see that at all, Justice?
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but
okay. So what we're doing right here, let's turn it down a little bit. Not that much. Whoa. Okay, so what we're doing, we're warming up the tissue. We're opening up circulation. We're increasing oxygen and we need the oxygen to burn calories, utilize nutrients, and build up the body. So we don't want to build up lactic acid. This is just opening up circulation. Very, very gentle, but it's the warm up. So it can take the place of stretching because it's massaging all of the cells of your body through the pumping up and down. So we're just doing a little of this to warm up the body. And I encourage the warm-ups virtually any time you're going to Cellercise. Warm up first. And if you take your shoulders and kind of drop your shoulders a little bit as you go side to side, that actually helps to loosen the shoulders, upper body, the back. It works a little bit on the lower lumbar and the hips. And for those of you who've been with me for many years, I thank you. Thanks for your support and for being a part. I hope everybody has an opportunity to enjoy the kind of quality of health that they potentially have with the Cellerciser, using it. Okay, so gentle twist. Now we're working the smooth muscles. And the smooth muscles, we're also loosening up all along the back and the hips. And if you take your arms and move them up on the top, you can be working the upper back as well. And again, I want to point out for those who have been misled by the competition out there, your Cellerciser does not have to be squeaky. This is a unit that many of you saw me oil in the last couple months, and it's a new unit, just like everybody else's, and there's no squeaking. And if you want to know how to do that, just go to our website under our care and maintenance section. Okay, let's get some oxygen going. Okay, now we're going to put our hands together and we're going to be pushing in. So keep those elbows out. As you push in, we're working the upper chest. As you lift the elbows up, it moves. It's a little different than doing it here. If you're doing it here, you're working a little bit lower. Keep your elbows out, you're working a little bit higher. So push in, we got 7 seconds there. And then we're gonna pull out when we're done. There's 2 ways of doing that. Okay, so now if we arch our back a little bit, we're pulling out so we can work the shoulders, the upper back, and the back of the arms. And then we're going to do it a little bit differently the next round. But this is the upper body. Now you're still working every muscle, every cell. We're just focusing the effect by doing an isometric with a bounce. So it's isometric with an isotonic. Okay, now we're pushing in again. Yes, Justice.
Sylvia says, where is this routine? Is it in the advanced section?
No, it's not on the Mr. Rebounder app yet. I just put this together for tonight, but it'll be on the YouTube channel, and then we will put it on the probably the intermediate section of the Mr. Rebounder app. So I'll ask them to do that tonight. Okay, now we're going to pull out this time, but put our hands together so that we're working this part of our muscles. It's very different. So now we're pulling out and We're still working shoulders, but we're really targeting the back of the arms as well. And then we're going to do the chest again. Okay, so pushing in. And you can determine how hard you're able to push. The first few times it's probably not going to feel a lot, but it's working. Okay, now we're going to pull out again. So we can do it this way, or you can do it the other way. Okay, now hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit from the pulling in the shoulders and the traps. When we're done with this, we're going to do power breathing again, so we can get more oxygen and we work on those shoulders. So all right, now we're going to do arm curls. So we're going to 1, 2, 1, 2, up, 2, down, 2. We're going to do this for a couple minutes. So we're pushing and pulling. You can determine again how much you can pull and push. The reason I don't encourage weights is because the weight itself, let's say it's 2 pounds. It may not damage you, but 2 pounds isn't 2 pounds when you're bouncing with it. And it's when it's leveraged against ligaments and tendons. And people can build up muscle there, but they can also damage the ligaments and the tendons doing it. This way, you're not damaging your body. You're using what weight you feel comfortable using. Okay, we're halfway through the first set. But this will build up your arms. Now while you're doing it, another secret is to tighten your stomach and your buttocks if you can't. Just tighten the muscles. You can tighten your thighs as you're doing it. As you are working and tightening your body, you're also increasing its weight bearing, but it again becomes an isometric with an isotonic. All right, there we go. Okay, 15 seconds to go. And although I'm doing it on the right, I set it up to be on the left. So we're going to go with the left arm next, or the other arm. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, so switch. Now we're doing it on this side. For those of you who like to play golf or tennis or pickleball or baseball, you have a tendency to favor one group of muscles over the other. The advantage again of Cellercise, especially when you're bouncing up and down and doing the twist, is it can help get rid of golfer's back. It can help balance the muscles on the right and left hemisphere of your body equally or more equally, so that you don't end up having problems and you can have a longer, more enjoyable career, or just enjoy that activity more. Okay, another technique you can use, we've got 50 seconds to go on this.
Come on, putting your thumbprint on it.
Oh, sure. All right. There you go. Okay. Timed out on them. Okay, so Oh, the natural facelift, that's upper body, right? Okay. So this is a technique that helps the skin and the collagen form around the muscles as you tighten and tone the muscles in the cheek area of your face. We'll do that in just a moment. Yes, Justice?
Avatar says, I am not happy with my Cellerciser mat as my feet soak into it. It's not tight as I see others, including the one Chris is on. It's been like this since day one calling, and I get responses from Gary that it's made at the same facility as others. Not sure what I can do. I wish I could enjoy the money spent on the investment but I thought I was making.
Send me a picture. Let me take a look at it. See, because it should not have any ripples in the mat ever.
Okay. And then Sylvia says, how long is this routine?
Oh, it's got 26 minutes to go. It's a 30-minute routine. So you can do this watching a whole television show. And that's why we wanted to put it on the Mystery Rebounder app. This is all, again, upper body, where you're watching a show. Did I skip? Hope not. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be on the other arm again. No, not. This is right. This is right. Good. Whew. So you should be feeling something now. You can, again, really bear down, really pull up. You can determine the amount of effort you're able to put into it. "20 seconds ago." Okay, so the natural facelift. That's done by smiling at the cheeks so that the cheek muscles are smiling. You don't pucker, but you just kind of have this smile. You hold that position while the skin flexes around the muscular structure. Okay, now go back to the other side. So we're doing sets of these. We're challenging the muscles and the cells so that they will utilize more proteins into the cell membranes. And it will tone those muscles up too.
Sylvia says, what is the name of this routine?
It's going to be the strength, what do we call it? What's it called? It's the strength exercise, upper body. Upper body strength. Yeah, we've got more to do. But honestly, that's the neat thing about the app is I can be watching a television program. Lost in the program, it will ding in between each movement so that I don't have to pay attention. I can watch the show. And that's what we all do. We've got more coming forward. We're doing a revamp on the Mystery Rebounder app. So there are going to be some newer features for all those who have already purchased the app. It's very inexpensive yearly right now. Those who get the app on sale, when the cost increases, yours won't. We're going to be putting a lot more into this. Okay, 4 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the other arm again.
Victor says we have one with this name already.
Have for upper body? The Tor says that?
Victor.
Oh, really? Where's it located? Because we have one that's full strength, but it's the whole body. And that's a good one too, but it's not just upper body. Not that I know of. We have one real good strength exercise, and this strength exercise is working from the top all the way down. You're sitting, bouncing, you're doing kick-outs, it's a great strength exercise also, but this one's more limited just to the upper body. And then next time we're going to do more of the midsection body. Okay, another minute to go. And some of you may be a little sore tomorrow, some of you may not. Don't worry, it worked. We have, and I think I've shared it with you, that several people.
Victor says it's an intermediate.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have to take a look at it. But at the intermediate, I think it's just strength. Whoops. All right. The reason I don't want to just hold it here is I want the ligaments and the tendons. That's a lot of our strength. I want us to get more of a movement. The Cellerciser itself is expanding the ligaments and tendons through the pumping action and the movement up and down. But okay, next side again. But I want to make sure that those ligaments and tendons don't just get frozen in one area. Yes, Justice.
Rye says, I bought the plug in which comes with 6 months free, Mr. Rebounder, but how do I get the 6 months? I installed app but can't use it.
Oh, yeah, call me in the morning. Call me on my cell phone or my office line. It's 435-562-4456. I gotta follow this guy. Yeah, for those who buy the wireless module, you can see on the right side of the app, it's got the countdown, it's got the little intensity meter there, and it's got the bounces per minute and the number of calories burned. That's an add-on to the Mr. Rebounder app. And if you get that wireless module, which I turned on in the beginning, then you get 6 months of the app for free. I have a hard time keeping in tune with him, but it's working.
Victor says, and the trace mineral stays, question mark?
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for the packaging right now to ship it. We're debating between a square box and a round tube. So that's coming too. Several things we're hoping to accomplish in the next couple weeks. Okay, in the back, okay, what we're going to do, what I want to do is you're just going to be pulling up a little bit and pushing down. You can hold it if you want, but I'd like to pull it up some and push it down because it increases the flexibility of the shoulder as well.
Camellia says, is it normal for the rivets in the frame of the Cellerciser to move in and out? I only noticed it because I can get my Cellerciser to stop squeaking. I have oiled it and it's quieted for a short time and then starts again.
Yeah, I'd have to talk to you and find out exactly how you're using it, what kind of oil you're using. But the pins are designed to move, you bet. In fact, you want them to move so that the spring itself can move with the pin to support your movement. And that's what it does. Those pins, sometimes people will look, okay, other side, sometimes people will look at the pins and they say they're wearing out. The pins have a lifetime warranty. They don't wear out. And if they ever did wear out or broke through, you just give us a call. The steel in the pins is softer than the steel in the spring, but that's by design.
Avatar said, hers is about the Cellerciser. She said, thank you for bringing my concern forward. There are no ripples in the mat, however, it's just not strong. and tight, especially towards the middle. I am a petite person with normal BMI. Not sure how to take a pic as I don't have another person. Oh, I don't have another person to help me out with taking a pic while I stand or bounce on it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's fine. We might have our Justice's niece, our granddaughter, is what, 2 years old now? She just turned 3, huh? She's bouncing up and down on it all the time. If you're, okay, other side again. If you are small, you want to keep your feet in the middle. But when you're older or a little bit bigger, you want to have your feet spread apart a little bit. And when you do, you'll have plenty of support. That mat will not stretch out. You can't stretch it out. It's too strong. It's a space-age mat material that you can leave even out in the rain, the sun, the snow. It's all weather resistant. It's UV resistant. Should be feeling it now. I'm starting to feel it. All right, we're going to do one more time, it looks like. Okay, so other side again. And then we're going to do some movements to help loosen up the shoulders too. So. Okay, after this set, it'll be the baby bounce or the health bounce. So. And we can kind of, as we're bouncing up and down, wiggle our arms a little bit. But this really helps to strengthen the shoulders and the supporting muscles and ligaments in the shoulders. I love this movement. All right, health bounce. Okay, when we're done with this, we're going to do a little bit of the hip rock, but again, we're going to drop the shoulders. So it's like this. A little different than what you see on the screen. But we want to focus more on getting those shoulders a little more relaxed. Okay. So next, once we get that done, again, this is upper body. We're going to be working on the shoulders. We're going to be kind of a shoulder pump. So it's like this. Kind of like a jumping jack. And that's going to work the shoulders. It's going to work the rotator cuff as well as the muscles and ligaments around the shoulders. But the neat thing about this is it's not tearing down the way that typical exercise does. Or typical exercise can. Okay, then we're going to do a variation of this. Some of your shoulders may be a little sore tomorrow, but just know you're not tearing down to build up. You're challenging it. You may have some weaknesses there. That's okay. Okay, we're going to do the shoulder pump again. Try and loosen up and strengthen those shoulders at the same time. For those who are hanging in there with us, kudos, because again, this is really targeting the shoulders. And for those who have shoulders that are not as flexible or have had injuries in the shoulders, do it gentle. You don't have to go really high, just go to where you're comfortable, but you're going to be challenging those areas. Okay, now we're going to do the pump 2 again, the other one. So it's working those trapezius muscles too, because every time you bounce, those muscles have weight on them, and that's what helps hold up our posture. Okay, you're gonna love these. 1 minute of, or again, we're working the shoulders, but working that rotator cuff too. We're working the back, upper back. Okay, when we're done with this, about 30 seconds, we're going to do the same thing, but overhead. So our arms are going to be up. I think it's a good idea to do this one at least once every couple weeks because of what it can do for shoulders. And you can go this one direction, and then I'm going to, at the 30-second mark, I'm going to reverse directions. So now I'm going to go the other way. I tell you, the avatar makes it look easier. Okay, we're going to go from here, if you can stay with us, to the side. Okay. Guys, we're going to do it one more time too. So if you can hang in there, we've only got just less than 7.5 minutes. You're doing great. So we've worked the arms, we've worked the chest, we've worked the shoulders. If you've done the natural facelift, you've worked the cheeks and the muscles in the face as well. And we've worked the lungs and the bronchial tubes, which is, I consider that upper body too. Okay. Okay, now next we're going to do the shoulder swing. Okay. Make it a little easier. Remember, even though we're targeting these muscles, every other muscle, every other cell in the body is getting stronger. I remember my wife coming in one day and she wasn't working on her arms at all. But she came in, or she was on the Cellerciser, and I remember just like it was yesterday. She put her arm up and she says, "Look, I'm getting a muscle." And she was. Good. 10 more seconds. Okay. Swirls. Okay, we're going to go through one more set of these. So do you have to do weight training? This is weight training. It's just different. It's not limited the same way. Okay, then we're going to go overhead again. I need to do these more justice. They're good. Okay, I'm going to go the other way. Out to the side. Okay, next move is going to be the shoulder swing, and that's in 30 seconds. So we're less than 3 minutes to go. Okay, shoulder swing. Let me know how you feel tomorrow. Let me know if it's a feel better, if you feel soreness, if you feel more flexibility, if you feel stronger.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
People are like asking questions, but it's not showing up on my end.
How come?
I don't know. It's just saying like 86 comments, 87 comments, 88 comments, but I'm not getting any.
Oh, okay. Hook underneath the shoulder. We're going to open up the scapula area in the back of the shoulder blade right now. See if you can fix it, honey. Yeah. Sounds like some questions are coming in, but we're not getting them, evidently.
I'm not getting anything.
Really? Oh. We'll see if it keeps going. I don't know why. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're just going to reach and we're stretching that shoulder and the scapula in the back. Yeah, see what you can do.
I can't do anything.
And then when we're done with this, it's just, we're going to loosen up and do the health bounce, and that will end our routine for tonight. Thank you for all the questions. Please keep them coming. Share some of the reviews that you have, and so that we can share them with others. I really appreciate that. And we burned 300 calories just having fun. And if you wanted to go to 500 calories, you turn on another show, continue to watch the app, continue to bounce, and it will continue to count. So. And we'll get this routine on the Mr. Rebounder app. And again, thank you for being a part. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and we'll work more on the middle area section of the body. So thank you again, and have a terrific week. Remember, why work out when we can play in?